we do have a for-profit healthcare system, and you are funneling people to hospital stays that are hundreds of thousands of dollars instead of giving them a $10 vaccine. Why?
What is the $10 vaccine we're speaking of?
There's tons of like super, super cheap vaccines. Are you really contesting the cost between a vaccine and a hospital stay from a disease? I mean, you
I'll
did
tell you
something
right
to
now.
piss a lot of people off, Liam. I
Yeah,
don't know.
dude. Listen, dude, you have political debates. People don't like Trump. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. And then if I'm anti-vax too on top of it, I might have a target on my back. Plus, I toured with Charlie Kirk for a little bit.
Okay.
Dude,
nice.
It's like I have a major target. But these people, they get personal, dude.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, dude, you should get me on the Charlie Kirk tour. That'd be good.
It would be great. You know what, dude? Honestly, listen to this. So I could hate your guts and I could hate everything that you stood for.
Sure.
You pushing vaccination, all this stuff.
Yep.
And then I could go, you know what? I'm gonna go after Greg's kids and his family.
That's crazy.
People do. Dude, that's insane, bro.
Yeah, it is. No, I mean
totally insane. You're gonna hurt the innocent?
Yeah, that's the mainspring of civilization is civil discontent. You got to be able to like debate ideas, and so that in like democracy, that's really important. So it's intelligent discontent is the mainspring of civilization. It is either agitation or stagnation. So we either try to have debates and try to push each other on them, or you just mire in toxicity, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of like the way that they weaponize like the DOJ on both sides, and they target their their opponents and stuff. You have to admit that they do it on both sides, dude.
Not the same way that Trump is doing it, dude. That's like it's completely separate. I mean, he's taking it to a completely different level. I mean, we got military tanks rolling down streets, bro. In DC, they're taking the entire.
It's beautiful. Over. I love that.
Exactly. So it's like exactly that's some bootlicker stuff. So it's like that's fine. You don't. I mean, you can't care about the Constitution and federalism and also support that. So
absolutely, you can.
No, it's like literally, it's the complete opposite, bro. That's what federalism is.
DC is a different place. It's where our nation's capital is.
He's going to Chicago next. He's going to LA next. He's going to all these other places. Like, what do you mean?
Dude, I love that. I love every bit of that. Every bit of that. You know what? I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you a simple like this is a question.
Okay.
Like what? Okay, Adam, you've been to a bar before?
Yes.
Okay, you've been to a nightclub before? Sure, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. What do they use for security?
Bouncer?
Yeah, a bouncer. Cool. Yeah. But in most cases, they're unarmed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's basically what the military is. Okay. Coming in these places, they don't.
They're armed.
They're not.
They're armed.
Yeah, but they're there at buildings that are governmental buildings.
Nope.
They can use.
They're going down streets. They're going down streets. Tanks down streets now, bro.
Dude, they cannot. They're
arresting people. They're arresting people. They are arresting people.
DC, they might be because DC is a different place.
In LA, there's the video of them arresting people. And they're arresting
DC is
people
federally
in LA. Los Angeles. The
Wrong.
Angels.
False.
It's true.
False.
They were.
You're right. Bro. They were standing by and waiting with their arms crossed in front of federal buildings. That's it.
No, they were arresting people.
Yeah, no, dude.
Yes.
Anyone was breaking the law on federal ground, they were able to arrest. Yes, not on public streets.
That's
never.
That's not true.
Prove me
that's
wrong.
Not true.
Pull it up.
They were. There's videos of it, man.
I don't care, dude. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay.
That would be against the Constitution.
So all these caveats within federalism is the idea that the city and local governments and the state has jurisdiction in those areas, and you don't have the arresting force and the tanks of the military coming in for petty disputes. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Simple crimes, possession crimes, open bottle, violations. Are you kidding me? That you think that's what the military should be used for? Come on, bro.
Are we actively engaged in combat with our
Yeah,
military abroad right
Venezuela.
now?
Yeah, we're at war with Venezuela right now.
We have troops on the ground actively fighting
That
right now.
that is what we are. That's what the executive order that Trump signed in order to push all this to forward was that we are actually at war with Venezuela because they're the invading army, and since these are the gangs and stuff that
United States is not actively fighting. There have not been
we are at
bullets
war with
flying.
Venezuela right
Okay.
now. We are at war with Venezuela. That's what he says. That's what Trump said. That's what his thing is because they have to justify it in the courts to say why they're doing this, and they're saying that the gangs are acting as an invading force into our lands, and that's why we have to do this. That's just Trump, dude. You got to just like read what his own executive orders are, man.
Dude, I just saw 70,000 monks break their vow of silence to to
What?
uh, to lift Donald Trump up for negotiating a ceasefire on the border of Cambodia and Thailand. What are you talking about?
What? Dude, no, I'm saying that's what the DOJ, the Venezuela executive order.
Did you not hear anything that I just said?
No,
You
I have no
you
idea what you're talking
honestly
about.
think you honestly think that Donald Trump is causing conflict and havoc everywhere that he's going?
Yeah, I mean, memorandum on deferred enforced departure for certain Venezuelans. And this is all about Maduro, violated sovereign freedoms, one voluntarily, like, we're at war. They have to go. That he declared it. I have the executive order right here. Foreign policy, January 19th. That's 2021. That's wrong. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Imposing tariffs, sanction policies.
I always do this with you. I come up here to have a quick little conversation. Oh my God. Then it just goes into this. Love it. Wow.
That's fine, dude. I mean, he's signing a bunch of stuff, like trying to say that's what the
Somebody in the chat here says only Congress can declare war,
yeah.
Dr.
It's
Greg.
true. That's constitutionally that's what we were. That's what it was. But dude, we haven't declared war officially since Vietnam. So unless you're gonna have to say Desert Storm wasn't
So
a
we're not in
war,
war. So we're not actively in war.
Afghanistan wasn't a war, Iraq wasn't a war. But it's the authorization to use military force, the AUMF. It's a thing that was passed. George W. Bush passed it, and now every other president has passed it. And basically, you have to go back to Congress to get approval every. I think it's 60 or 90 days.
You know
And
what? I would. You know how your logic is not making sense.
that's what
Listen, as you're saying like, oh my God, you're policing the United States citizen with military force, and and
yeah.
you're doing all this stuff, right? And you go, how would that benefit, United States citizen? How would that secure United States by doing that, right? And I'll show you right now with one executive order, 1,000 troops at the border, we've seen the border issue at least temporarily solved.
Yeah, I don't think that's true at all, bro. I don't think
It's absolutely true, dude. You
no,
do
again,
your research, man.
no,
You're
it's not
just
true.
listen. You're just being emotional because you don't
No,
like Trump
I
right
think
now,
I'm
dude.
emotional right now. You're the one that's screaming, bro. The like
I'm not screaming, dude.
obviously, like they're still coming in. They're just not being checked with papers as they cross the border, like they were with Biden. So they are undocumented immigrants now. Before they were actually getting a court date, they were getting assigned like a judge. They were getting assigned papers, but now they're just coming in illegally, and now they're wherever.
So you're saying that we just needed that bipartisan, border bill
We should have, yeah, we should have
through
passed it.
through Langford, right? To spend
Yeah.
what, billions of more dollars
Well, if that's what
for
we need,
judges and border security and all
So
this.
wait. That billions of dollars is too much, but increasing the ICE budget from 15 to 150 billion dollars, that's too much. That's not okay.
Dude, that's necessary. We
Oh,
have
okay,
to
so
remove.
but wait. Legislation that's
We have to.
bipartisanly
Wait a
passed
minute.
is way too much money, and we can't.
How do you
That's too
fix
much.
the
But then you have an
Greg?
authoritarian
How do you
power grab,
fix
and
the
then we
back?
need that. I mean, give me a break,
How do you
bro.
fix the backlog when you're overwhelmed with all these new people coming in,
Yeah,
man?
that's a great question. How do you fix it?
Stop the flow
Okay,
totally.
okay. So then,
Okay.
what do you do to Okay, so then what do you do to process the people that are here?
You remove the ones that don't want to stay here legally.
Okay, how do you
That's
know
where you
which ones are
start.
legal and illegal?
Start with
How do you know which
start.
ones are illegal or legal?
Um, you follow the rule of law.
Okay, who follows the rule of law and dictates that?
The Democratic Party.
A
The
judge. So what
Democratic
you
Party.
did
Wait a
when what that
minute.
bipartisan legislation was to fund all these court cases so that these people that could get an immigration hearing and to help that process go through. That's the whole idea.
Do you think that illegal immigrants in this country, such as people that overstay their visas, should be able to just pay a fine and then come right back in, no problem?
If they didn't commit any crimes or
If they
violent
didn't
crimes,
commit,
then
if
yeah,
they
of
didn't,
course.
yeah, if they didn't commit any crimes, they were
Yeah,
here.
violent
They
crimes. Yeah,
overstayed. They should be able to pay it and come right back in.
yeah, yeah.
Well, you know what? 1996, the Democrat Party again
Mhm.
changed the law of immigration where if you are here, let's say, look it up. Okay, I'm not giving exact numbers, but 6 months over,
Mhm.
you're going to have to leave for a year. If you're
Yeah.
a year over, you're not able to come back in for 5 years.
Yeah, I mean,
Democrats, dude.
And Obama, like he was the deporter in chief. He went through all the prisons and deported all the violent criminals that were here illegally. So I mean,
Also, back to the bipartisan border bill.
yeah,
Um, are you a Bernie fan?
sure,
Of course you are. Bernie Sanders voted against the
okay,
Lankford bipartisan border bill.
cool,
Just him and Trump as well.
cool.
Cool. Okay. So
I
it
mean, what does
wasn't
that
a
mean?
great.
I don't.
So it wasn't a great bill. And listen,
No, just because
listen,
he doesn't support it doesn't
real
mean that
quick.
I can't. I mean, I
Wait a
support my own
minute.
stuff, dude.
Wait a minute. You're getting a little bit educated here by the emotional, conservative. So we honestly could have seen Biden and Harris
Mhm.
do an executive order just like Trump did,
No,
sent military, sent military to the border and said, "Shut up, Mr. Trump.
no,
Now we've secured the border.
because it's not a
We
real
don't."
issue. It wasn't a real issue.
It
That
was
was
an
no,
issue,
it
dude.
wasn't. No, it
It's an
wasn't.
issue for the
No.
American people. Okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. It wasn't. And you know
Oh my
why? You know
gosh.
why? Because an actual piece of legislation that could actually fix this entire thing, you know what it is? It's actually very easy, and all the politicians know exactly what to do, but nobody wants to do it. Is that you punish employers for hiring undocumented immigrants? That's it. And you force people to check the immigration status and get fined if they hire undocumented immigrants. And nobody wants to do that because all the business community wants that cheap exploited labor. And guess what? So that's where it stands. So that one piece of legislation would mean that nobody would want to come over here because basically no employer would hire you. So
Okay.
nobody's
So
unless you're fighting for that piece of legislation, then I don't think that you're serious about it being an issue, in my opinion.
this is what you just said. This is what you just said.
Hmm.
You said somebody jumped over the fence at a
Yeah.
concert and didn't pay their entry, their $100
Hmm.
to go see their favorite artist. They had a long sleeve shirt on. Nobody could see that they had a wristband on.
Okay.
So they went to a booth and said, "I've been hiding out here, and now I'm hungry. I want something to eat." So at that booth that they wanted to eat, somebody came up to them and said, "You just fed that person? They're not even supposed to be in here. I'm going to fine you
Yeah.
now for
Yeah.
feeding that person."
Yeah.
That's what you just said. You
Yeah.
said it
That would
doesn't
actually
matter.
fix the problem. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
dude.
If you actually if
Wow.
the concert goers would be kicked out based off of them being there and the security guards seeing them not and they weren't there and they were enjoying the music and they didn't pay for it and they got kicked out because of it, isn't that how it works?
Yeah, but they were hiding under the radar. This is
Okay, that's the whole point. That's what I was
this
saying.
is wait a
That's what
minute.
I'm saying.
The border, the fence line, that didn't work. They got through. So
Yeah.
now you're saying it's down to that person that was feeding that person, that was helping them, providing for them. We're going to
So now
hurt that person
so now it's
because we have a
it's good. So
shitty.
now it's good
We
to
have
have them in, and we're okay to have them in, and we want them here.
in some cases, there are a lot of immigrants. Wait a minute,
I know this is the corruption
dude.
of the
I have
Trump
a wait a
administration,
minute, bro.
authoritarian. It's like
Stop
all
for a
these carve
second.
outs of like, oh, the farmers are okay. Actually, we're gonna have a carve out for them, and like it's just like
No,
nobody's serious about this, bro. Nobody's actually serious about this as an issue. It's like this is my problem with the Republican Party politicians right now is they're not serious people that actually want to work on any problems. You know, let's
this
actually
is the
fix
problem.
problems.
This is the problem, dude. I can't come up here and say I want more law and order in this country. I can't say that because Trump himself is a criminal. Okay, it's just I'm going to sound stupid when I say it,
Hmm.
but dude, I'm living in a state where you can steal up to $1,000.
Do you know it's
Okay,
even more in Texas? Did you know that? It's actually even more.
sure.
Okay, so
No, I don't actually. I
yeah,
don't believe
yeah, it's
that
actually
too.
more. It's more in Texas.
You're gonna have to show me those facts or
Mm.
those receipts. I don't believe that. But regardless,
Another
okay.
trumped up
Like you said,
liberal
Trump's going
conspiracy.
state by state. Hey, he's putting our military to work, man. We're paying for him, so they're gonna go out and do a
Dude,
job.
it's so pathetic, bro. Like stop bootlicking like
What do
authoritarians,
you
bro.
want the
Stick up for
military to do?
yourself.
What do you
Like
want the
stick up for
military
yourself
to
as a
do?
liberated and free American, man.
What
This
do you
is
want the
like
military to do, bro?
not
Stand in the
not
chow
be
hall and do
not be
push-ups?
dude, not be going down the streets and acting like freaking police force and trying to arrest people with open bottle laws. I mean, give me a break, man. That's the best thing that you think that they could do. That's protecting America. That's the national defense. Is them
I see it.
throwing people in jail for minor traffic offenses and minor tickets. Like,
Dude, when I'm in Los Angeles, okay, Marina Del Rey area by Venice Beach,
uh,
and I see women taking all of their clothes off in a children's playground, and I
mm.
call the cops on them, and the cops come out and cross their arms and say, "There's nothing that we can do about what's happening here." Yeah, bro, we got some issues, and both of those officers have their SAG cards. That means they want to be in film. Okay,
What?
dude, law and order's fucked, dude. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
because
screwed up, bro.
Law and Order is notoriously super lib, dude. They're all woke, you know. They're all the police force notoriously woke.
No, they're not. I'm just
Like, what are you talking about, dude? You okay, man? Where do you get your info, Liam? Where do you get your info to read like what's going on?
I don't know. I don't really watch news. If that's you're asking, sorry. That
Yeah,
was
like I mean, are you reading like I'm like so? I personally like I do like primary literature, so like source documents, reports. The SCOTUS case comes out, I listen to the oral argument. Do you listen to the oral arguments at all?
yeah. I think the verbal stuff is definitely
Yeah, I mean they're speaking English, bro, and they're talking stuff, and it's really easy to understand actually what's going on. You recognize the voices really quickly, and
yeah.
it's like
But
an hour and a half, 2 hours
until they
long.
legislate stuff and put it into law and stuff, talk is cheap and stuff
No,
too
I
as
mean
well. So
SCOTUS is really important. That SCOTUS makes big decisions, man. That's a good
for
way to
sure.
figure out what's going on, as opposed to reading an article about it. You actually have like a real understanding of the court case. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I think that we have to be. You're making good points. I think we have to be very careful what we actually speak as truth online because there's so much misinformation. And I also believe, that we need to control our emotions and we need to let stuff play out, because we're not the ones in charge of what's going on.
Who is? Who's in charge?
Our government is in charge.
No, but like who's in charge of the government, man? What are you talking about? What are you alluding to?
I mean, are you saying that the people were in charge?
I mean, it's a democracy, so yeah, I think so.
What does that mean? What's a democracy? Does that mean the will of the people prevail, like who they vote for, and then we should abide by that?
It means that we elect representatives with popular
Like when
votes in each of this.
77 million people come out and vote for a 34 count felon, we're supposed to respect their vote.
Are you going to talk about like respecting the results of an election when Donald Trump himself still is contesting the 2020 results?
We're
You
7
realize
months.
that?
We're
You realize that
7.
he's still going into 2020 and he's trying to look at who the state legislatures and senators were and trying to go after them? You realize that?
Wow, that's terrible. He wants clean and fair elections.
Oh, okay. Well,
Wow,
okay.
let's hate the guy
Okay,
for that,
that's cool,
man.
dude. I was just, I mean, because I bring up January 6th and people say that that's way too long. So, like, it's just kind of interesting that, like, you know, we can talk about the 2020 election, but then Jan 6, people's like, oh, man, it's so long ago, bro. Like, well, let bygones be bygones, you know? When you guys were beating up
You mean
a
like
police
allowing
force.
criminals? You're going to say allowing criminals to walk the streets that beat
Violent
up
criminals that beat up cops,
beat
yeah.
up police officers,
Yeah.
hit them in the neck with stun guns and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Two Trump supporters were unalived January 6th. Yeah, two people were unalived the day of.
Five total, and they were from
Two.
suicide.
The day of January 6th.
It's a heart attack. There's a heart
Ashley,
attack and
no,
suicides.
that's false.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Oh,
Day of January 6th itself, two people were unalived. Two Trump supporters. One of them, Ashley Babbitt, crawling through a door. Another one was trampled.
Based.
Two people. Based. Somebody that's let their emotions get away with them, broke out a window.
Dude, what are you talking about? She was trying to storm the Capitol. She was like an actual terrorist, man. Like, what are you talking about? She's trying to use violence for political means. That is literally terrorism.
Her fucking tax dollars help pay for that Capitol, dude, as well as yours and mine do. Dude, what are you saying?
That doesn't mean that you get to go and like, and she tried to make my vote illegitimate. What are you talking about? She tried to go and say,
douchebag. If you say that was base, dude. That's fucking gross.
Hey, facts don't care about your opinion, man. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care. Like, you can be offended all you want.
She was unalived.
You can be offended all you want, dude. That doesn't matter to me. I mean,
fuck, dude. You're unbelievable sometimes, Greg.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you. Hey, and you respect it, and that's why you're going to come back tomorrow. So that's the thing is that
I'm going to come back tomorrow. How long has it been since I've been back?
I don't know, 3 or 4 days since I told you that you helped, like somehow helped in part of killing 1.2 million Americans.
Wow, you remember
yeah,
the stuff
of course,
that comes
dude.
out of your
Because
mouth.
I stand on what I say, dude. Because I've thought about it and I understand what I'm saying.
Wow.
Sorry, if you propagate anti-vax conspiracies and you contribute to the 300,000 people that died because of vaccine hesitancy, then absolutely, bro. Then those blood is on your hands for that 300K.
My body, my choice, right, Greg?
Yeah, but guess what? 3 million people's lives were saved from the vaccine. 3 million people.
Guess what? Guess what? My body, my choice, right?
That's fine.
Only when it doesn't apply to vaccines, right, big guy?
Mm-hmm. That's fine with me.
You're such a hypocrite, dude. It's incredible.
I'm not a hypocrite, and I've talked about this. We can talk about it all night, whatever you want. I have a feeling that you're going to be the one running here, though, like you did last time. But it's okay, dude. It's okay.
I ran. No, you stacked your panel with snowflakes.
I never kicked you. I've never kicked you.
I told you last time, don't bring up these people. You did it anyway.
No, bro, that was like 4 times ago. That was like 2 weeks ago, bro.
And the one girl that was doxing me, she directly came after you as well.
I agree, and that was 2 weeks ago, bro. Or you've been on. You've been on here like 3 or 4 times after that. So
I came on one time after that and spoke to you for 5 minutes, maybe.
No, and you were on another
time. This is my third time, big dog.
No, I think it was your fourth.
Yeah.
No, I have the
facts don't care about your feelings, bro.
Okay, all right.
3 times, bro.
Okay, I'm glad you remember.
2 1/4.
I'm glad you remember.
Yeah, dude, not the biggest fan. Okay, seriously, I could be if you could get off of the, you're the part of unaliving people, you know.
I mean, then get behind vaccines and public health, bro. Like you're the one that's helping hurt
Wait a
these
minute,
people.
okay.
I'm sorry. Like, what do you want?
So listen, would you and I be more of a tight bond if I took every vaccination available, pumped it into my wife and my children and myself.
Yeah, I would respect
right?
you. I would respect you. Yeah.
And then I went out there and protested on the corner and said, abort more babies, abort more babies. And then Greg would be like,
vaccines are pro-life, bro. You're pro-life. You're extending the life and not killing people.
Is that what you know? I'm talking about clinics, okay?
No, I'm talking about being pro-life.
The 98% of elected ABs, bro.
I'm pro-life.
In what way?
You're helping.
So you're only
helping not kill people in a pandemic.
Body, my choice in certain instances.
What are you talking about? Vaccines are pro-life. What are you talking about?
Dude, get off the vaccine. I don't want to talk about vaccines.
Yeah, because you're running. You're running.
No, I'm not. It's a joke, dude.
I mean, you kill 300,000 people, and somehow people get.
It's my body.
Get all by.
It's my body and my choice. There's not another body inside of my body.
I mean, the problem, Liam, is that you wouldn't even we've gone down this, bro. You wouldn't take a vaccine if you were going to be killed 100%. You would not take the rabies vaccine, and that's 100% death rate. So I mean, that's your own mental health problem that you have that you can't understand. Like, you are so living in fear of things you don't understand that you would rather die than take any type of medical ailment that you don't personally understand.
I'm not the one living in fear, Greg.
You do. You absolutely live in fear of things you don't understand.
Let me ask you a logical question.
Sure.
If I had a loaded pew-pew, you know what pew-pew is, right?
Gun. You can say a gun.
I don't think you can, but I'm just trying to be respectful to your life. So if I had a loaded gun, if I had a loaded AR at my front door, cocked,
sure,
even with my family around and stuff, because I was paranoid that people were targeting me like they are on TikTok. Would I be living in fear?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So it sounds like you live in fear a lot, and this is something that you've actually manifested physically.
So if I took a vaccination, so I wouldn't get sick, would that be me taking that because I was living in fear?
No, because you're helping other people so it doesn't
go to. Talk about one's own self here. Okay.
Yeah, because basically gun violence doesn't propagate like a virus. That's why it's disanalogous.
Okay. So can you direct me where I can take the vaccine that'll stop my kids from getting
autism?
No, I don't want to go to autism, dude. No,
did you hear about that? The recent study that 1.2 million kids in Denmark, none of that was linked to any type of neurological disorders, and RFK cried. They don't have any science to back it up, so he cried and had tried to get the publication to retract the article. Such a loser, man. Holy crap. So funny.
Yeah, but what's the sickness that kids get with all the bumps all over them?
Measles? You think measles? It's a laughing matter. How about polio? You think polio is funny?
Measles.
Which one is it? Which one's funny?
Not polio or
chickenpox. Chickenpox. You think?
Pox,
yeah. That's a funny one. That's a funny one.
Can you give me the medication that'll stop my kids from getting that?
They do have it, I think. Yeah, Varicella or something.
That'll stop your kid from getting that.
Maybe, probably. Yeah, I think so.
No, it will not.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of vaccines that are.
What does a board certified doctor tell someone to do with their children at a young age?
Get vaccinated.
To allow their kids to get chicken pox.
Nobody's telling them anymore in order to have the pox parties.
Attract it. Nobody's doing that. Attract it early on.
Nah, nobody's doing that.
Nah,
not a good idea.
No one says refrain from keeping your kids away from.
Yeah, of course, dude. It's not a good idea. Because a vaccine.
You know what chicken pox is like at 21 years old?
Do you know what? Because a vaccine gives you the same type of deterrence without exposing you to a disease that could kill you. That's why it is a vaccine. That's why it's good. That's why they're safe and effective. And everyone should get vaccine.
Back to our point. You're the one living in fear.
I don't think so, bro.
You're the one with the AR at the front door. Okay, that's your vaccine.
No.
I'm not living in fear, dude.
I get because you're helping other people. That's the thing is that we live in a society and other people are there. So if you're all by yourself, then I could understand it. Or you're super rural, and I mean it's actually kind of wild, man. Like to talk to Republicans and talk to them about saving other Republicans because they're unlikely to be vaccinated and they died at a 10 times higher rate than vaccinated people. So it's actually wild how little you care about your own people, man. It's just astonishing to me.
This is insane. Dude,
It's
I have
true. It's
there's
true.
so many
I mean,
people during.
epidemiology and it sucks to actually to talk to someone that actually knows
Oh my
stats and
god,
everything. It does
dude! I
suck.
have such a big circle. I have people that work for me and everything during
D- Go
during
ahead. You can have what it
C19.
doesn't matter how
During
big your circle is,
C19,
bro. We're talking about actual things like actual
man,
statistics,
I had a
no,
lot of super spreaders around me, man.
then
When
that's a
I
bad
during
thing. Then you're
C19.
selfish. Why are you actually proud that you're selfish? That's what I don't understand.
Oh my
So
gosh.
you're definitely not a patriot and you're a selfish person.
Yeah, I wasn't, driving around in my car with my face mask on by myself with the
Bro, you're
windows
for
up
wait, let's
with
just
the
review real
AC
quick.
on,
So
okay?
you're for tanks rolling down the streets and enforcing basic traffic laws, the military and doing that. You don't care about other Americans dying and you celebrate when
Oh my
300,000
gosh,
died when they
yes. I'm
don't need
like,
to.
dude,
I mean, like what
when the
at what point
tanks
yeah, at what point are you
when the
okay?
tanks are rolling down the street, my kid's got his American flag out. He's waving. He's not burning it. He's waving it, and they're
Yeah,
waving
I
back
bet.
at him.
I bet.
It's a red, dude. It's so cool.
I
You're
bet they
seeing all
do.
the
I bet they do.
cockroaches. We're seeing all the cockroaches run for the
Is
hills,
that
dude.
what you call
It's
people? You call
wonderful.
humans like cockroaches?
Yeah,
Is that your Jesus Christian
I call people
background
that want to be
calling people?
criminals. Yeah, I call people that want to be criminals
Yeah,
cockroaches. You have
yeah,
a
yeah.
problem with
Human
that?
beings, go you call them cockroaches? Yeah, that's a great idea, dude. That's not cringe at all.
No, no.
But
People that
I'm the
just
one that goes too far to say that people have blood on their hands for
get
spreading
out of your
vaccine.
fifis now,
Uh,
Greg. Out of
I
your
don't have.
fifis,
Bro.
okay?
Bro. Take your right hand, put it between your legs, grab your balls, bro. Yeah,
I need
come
two
on.
hands to do that. I
I
need two
don't think
hands to do
so, dude.
that.
I don't think so.
Huge, huge hands, okay?
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
trust me, there's no problems there.
oh, I guess so, man. I guess
I
so.
would, in my family tree, we need vaccination so we can stop the swelling. This thing's massive, man. I need a
It
forklift.
sounds like you have a problem. You might have a blood pressure problem. Hey, like
I think
genuinely,
that
bro. Like
elephantitis
genuinely. At some point,
elephantitis runs in my family. Like just
that's not good. You should get that checked out. Genuinely, though, I do want you to realize, like, at some point in your life, you are going to need medical treatment, right? And the medical community and the science community that has like worked tirelessly despite your anti-intellectualism, despite your attacks on the institution of science, we still go to improve your life in the times that you need it the most. And I just want you to let you know that we will be here for you in your time of need. That's why we
that's
do this
awesome.
thing.
I respect that. I love that. That's great.
Genuinely.
You might
So
be you might be a little indoctrinated, a little chasing after the almighty dollar, with
me, I'm
big
chasing after the
big
almighty
with the
dollar.
big pharma.
Oh
You're
my
for
gosh,
sure
dude.
would
That's
be
so
bought and paid
tired,
for.
bro. That's so tired. There's no way that you actually think that. I mean, come on, bro. Do you actually think that? You're just spreading that's just bad faith. Do you really think that I'm paid to be here?
I don't think you're paid to be here. No.
Okay. All right. Thank you for telling the truth.
Why would
Why
I
would you
think
say
that you're
that? Why would
paid
you
to
say
be
that
here?
though?
I'm not directing this. Is this not all about you, dude?
Did you
I'm
know?
just saying.
Wait. So let's just say that you're against Big Pharma, okay? Because I think that I get that feeling. Why are you helping Big Pharma make more profits by giving them more patients? I don't understand that.
Giving them more patience
Yeah.
and what?
Well, basically, instead of getting vaccinated, you're allowing people to get diseased, and those diseased patients are going to be hospitalized, and the pharmaceutical companies make a lot of money on people that are hospitalized. So why are you for more pharmaceutical profits?
I'm actually not, and I
No, you
do
definitely
understand. I
are.
do.
No,
I
you
do. Wait a
definitely
minute. I
are.
do understand what you're saying, but
Yeah,
when we
isn't that weird? Like a
our
vaccine's
first
like $10, and yet a hospital stay is going to be
our
$100,000,
first
and you're
our
stuck.
first conversation that you and I had, it was really funny that my big talking point. I don't know how I ended up on this, but I was talking about gut health with you. And you finally, towards the end, you're like, "Wow, it's funny that you talk about gut health a lot,"
Yeah,
because you were like, "I do agree with you on that." I'm like, "I
yeah,
think that these people taking all their Z packs and all their stuff constantly when they got the sniffles here a little bit, I think
hmm,
that it's affecting, their immune systems and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah. You're
especially
right.
through their gut health." And then when we finished the conversation, you didn't really agree with me on that. But I
What?
heard the next guest come up. I was just listening in, and you were going, "We really got to look at our gut health, and we really
Yeah.
got to start."
What are you
I'm
talking
like,
about?
fucking guy you wouldn't give me that at all when I was up here. But then you're going, "Oh yeah, it's really about our gut health,
What are you
and
talking about, bro? I mean,
yeah, bro,
you're trying to cherry
exactly."
pick. Why are you changing the subject from why you're like supporting pharmaceutical
Talking about
profits?
one's own immune system, dude, is what we're talking
What
about.
what I'm talking about is you not supporting pharmaceutical
I think
companies like
for
that make $10
pharmaceutical,
vaccines, but you support them making hundreds of thousands of dollars on hospital stays. Like I don't understand that. Why are we pivoting?
isn't this all about the human body? What we're
No,
talking
I'm
about?
talking about pharmaceutical
It's not
profits and
really
how
a
you
pit.
keep
It's not a
funneling
pit.
them like more and more
People being
patients.
healthy and being sick is not a pivot, Greg.
Yeah, you're pivoting and trying not to answer why you
What
want people to
is
be
the
hospitalized.
pharmaceutical? What is the pharmaceutical industry in business for?
Profits?
Wow. Okay. I didn't think you'd go. I thought you were going to say for
Well, yeah, they're for-profit companies,
helping
bro. They're for-profit
helping
companies, of course.
helping people get well.
No,
But
they're
ultimately,
for-profit
I
companies.
guess it's
That's
for
their major
profit.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. All
yeah,
right. Okay. For profit. Cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's gross. Awesome.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it is. I don't think that the like the healthcare system should be a for-profit thing. Like I agree with you, but we do have a for-profit healthcare system, and you are funneling people to hospital stays that are hundreds of thousands of dollars instead of giving them a $10 vaccine. Why?
What is the $10 vaccine we're speaking of?
There's tons of like super cheap vaccines. Are you really contesting the cost between a vaccine and a hospital stay from a disease?
I'm not really contesting the cost of a vaccine. No.
Okay. So then, okay, agreed. Okay, let's just agree on numbers, right? The hospital stay, big number. Vaccine, small number. Okay, so then why are we okay with giving pharmaceutical companies a ton of money in these really expensive patients?
I mean, are we just supposed to watch these television commercials on TV and go, "Oh, there's a brand new drug out that's going to benefit my life," and then we look at the side effects from it, and
Wait. Are those vaccine commercials?
not part of all vaccine. This is all
Okay, we're
part of
talking about vaccines, bro. We're talking about vaccines. Let's keep it.
pharmaceutical.
Let's get it in. So
Again, dude,
I don't
I don't
understand.
know where to go with
We're
you.
yeah, because
I
we're
was
talking
talking
about
about
facts. We're talking about
pharmaceutical.
action.
Now we're going back to vax.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, no. We've been talking about
I
it for the
don't
last
advocate for
5 minutes.
vaccines.
I
I
know
don't know where to
exactly, and that's what I'm
do.
saying. That's what I'm saying that
I
you
don't
should be. If
advocate for
you care
vaccines,
about
dude.
like pharmaceutical companies not making a ton of money, then you should actually be for
I don't know what to tell
vaccines.
you, dude. I'm not going to advocate for vaccines. It's not going to
Okay,
be me.
so
I'm
you
not going to do
want
it.
pharmaceutical companies to make more profits. That's what you're advocating for.
No, I don't think that's how that works.
That is exactly how it works because a vaccine would maybe stop a transmission or stop the disease from spreading
That's your
and stop
opinion.
stop them from getting a hospital stay. And now you said no. I want them to be hospitalized. I want them to
No,
spend a ton of money. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
no, dude.
What's the more?
It's
Oh yes, I mean
case by case, dude. Okay,
what's the
no,
case by
sorry.
case thing? What is the case by case?
Not everybody's body is designed and built the same way. We all have different needs. All right. There's not one cure all for everyone. Okay, one vaccine. Obviously, this COVID vaccines were hurting some people.
No,
They
there,
didn't need.
dude. No, that is such a small percentage. That is ridiculous to say. That is insane.
Okay.
That's insane,
Sure.
bro. That's insane. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Well, so I might have, okay, straight up question.
Sure.
Do you think that it was against I don't even know how to word this. Do you think it should have been mandatory for military personnel to take vaccine
Yes.
against their will?
I mean, they get a ton of vaccines that are against their
I
will, bro.
don't care, dude. I'm
They get a
asking about.
ton of it. They get a
I'm
ton of it.
talking
They
about
get
a
even
new.
more experimental vaccines
Yeah,
than COVID.
great. Yeah,
They get even
awesome,
more.
great. That was not part of their
It
sign
was.
up. They
Yes.
signed up
They get
every.
anthrax, bro. They get anthrax vaccines. That is like the most
Awesome.
experimental
Awesome.
vaccine
Not
that you
my
could get.
point. Not my point. I already know that. They take it.
Oh,
They
I'm
take a.
sorry.
They
I'm
take
sorry.
an oath. They take an oath, and then when C-19 came in,
Mm-hmm.
okay, when these military personnel were at work, they got orders. Hey, another vaccine or two or three, whatever is going to be, boosters, all this. You're going to take all this. Should they be coerced,
They already
forced?
do. They already are coerced, bro. They're literally shot out of cannons into war zones against their will. They don't have any choice on whether or not they go.
So 100 years ago or 50 years ago or 20 years ago, the C-19 vaccination was available for people to take?
What? No. What are you talking about?
Oh, so it was brand new at around 2019, right? When was it first pushed out?
Do you know when it was first starting to be developed?
When was it first pushed out?
Do you know when it was started? When the research on the RNA
Don't care. I'm
technology?
asking when it first
Well,
came.
no, you're saying that it's brand new, bro. I mean, I'm just like, let's talk numbers. Let's talk molecular biology. Let's do it. When did
Oh
it
my
start
God,
getting? When
no.
did it start
I want
getting
to know when.
developed? When did it start getting developed?
I don't care again, dude. I want to know when it was available. Okay.
No, it started getting developed in 1989. Carl Malone, which is actually he's widely known in the anti-vax circles because he's the creator of the RNA vaccine, even though all he did was deliver GFP. So it's just like wild to me. But it's not a vaccine. He just delivered a protein that was actually like fluorescent, and now he thinks that he's an inventor of that vaccine, which isn't true. And then basically 25 years of molecular biology had to come about in order to protect the RNA, and they had to develop the 5 and the 3 prime end, and these are the ends that aren't actually coding for the spike protein itself, so you have to like add different base pairs on there in order to protect it from exonucleases that are going to try to eat the RNA away and all this kind of stuff. And then they had to do the lipid nanoparticle technology in order to deliver it and to protect it in order to get in, and that was another like 20 years. So,
You had me at hello.
oh, beautiful, dude. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm glad you're smitten. Thank you. We you should subscribe. We only allow cooming from the subscribers. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so yeah, you said that military personnel are basically just here like footstools for the American people, and
I mean, bro, they're going down the streets like
no,
freaking arresting people from open
they say
bottles. Like, what are you talking about?
we say government says jump to the military, and they say I'll bend over and take the jab right now. Give it to me. Let's go. I
They do
want
it with way more experimental stuff that's actually bad for you,
my
like the
God,
anthrax
dude.
vaccine.
Can't do it, bro.
That's
Can't
what they
do it.
literally do already, bro. I mean, that's like, what are you talking? You're not like super libertarians aren't like coherent with like the idea of being a foot soldier. I don't know what to tell you. You know, there is like a thing of them not following, unlawful orders, and I totally agree with that. Like, if I was in the National Guard right now, being deployed to Chicago, I would not listen to those orders and I would disobey them. Absolutely, it's ethical in order to do that. But as regards to in a pandemic, bro, I think that soldiers are more likely to be a little bit more patriotic and try to look out for one another. And people that didn't get vaccinated are kind of wusses, bro. They're kind of bitch made, to be honest with you.
There's a very articulate soldier that just posted. I'll send it to you when I'm done talking here. He posted online, and I found it today.
Mm-hmm.
Just came up into my For You, and he's talking about how, when C-19, when he was like, no, I'm not going to take this.
Brave, what a brave soldier. Wow. He's so
No, and
brave.
like he was like
Wow.
he put it into his own words and why it was wrong for him, and like them taking his pay
Oh
away from him for not doing it,
it's awful.
isolating him, threatening him, all this
My
stuff.
God. So
He goes
sad.
into he goes into detail, and he's like talking about
He's
his
the
his
victim.
oh,
He's the real
his
victim in
no
the
no no
pandemic.
no
He's
no
the
he's
real
not
victim. I mean,
he's
can we
not.
just oh, that's so sad.
You done?
No. No, it won't be.
Continue
Yeah,
to
dude.
cry.
Yeah, no.
Continue to cry as
Oh
I'm
no,
speaking.
I'm not crying. I'm just looking
Yeah, you
out and
are. You're
telling you that
crying.
the real selfless people in the pandemic were the nurses and doctors that were selflessly sacrificing their own health in order to go and protect these Americans that were
Whoa,
being
whoa, 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 whoa.
before. Yeah, they
Wait a
were going in
minute.
and actually being deployed into
Were they
hospitals without
vaccinated?
PPE. No, this is
Were
before the
they
vaccine.
vaccinated?
This is before the vaccine. So they were
Whoa, 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 but
selflessly
you told
going in
me,
and
but
going
you
in and
told
trying to
me,
help people. Can you imagine
no,
true selflessness? Can you imagine
but
that?
yeah,
Do
I
you
can.
understand like
And that's a,
actually like not being able to see your kids or your
wait, you
parents for
didn't,
months
oh
because you
my
were
God,
trying to
Greg.
actually help other people? Do you understand like what selflessness
But
is? Like the
Greg,
real
you told me I
Jesus
didn't
Christ
know when this
morals of like,
vaccine.
you know what I mean? Like
You
really
told me I didn't
looking
know when
after
this
one another.
vaccine. You told me I didn't know when this vaccine came out
Yeah.
because it's been out there for a long time. So
No, it was developed. The
these were
technology was
just
developed.
ignorant
Yeah,
people
the
as
FDA.
well,
Well,
right?
no, the FDA trials didn't happen until Trump okayed
Oh,
it.
so now the
Yeah.
truth comes out.
Well, no.
So thanks
Do you think
Trump.
I didn't? You didn't think the FDA? Oh, yeah. Like I didn't know the FDA approval, happened until then, dude. I mean, come
So
on. What are you
Trump,
talking about?
Operation Warp Speed,
Yeah, he did a
saved
great thing. I know
millions
he
and
did a great
millions of
things. Yeah,
lives.
he no, he 3 million. Yeah, he's awesome. He did a great thing
No,
there. Yeah.
W. Trump.
Yeah, W Trump for Operation Warp Speed. L Trump for actually like the 300,000 that he killed through bad executive policy that he personally overrode the CDC on through the GHS. That's a big L in my opinion. So I mean, we can. It's disgusting. I mean, 300,000 people because of vaccine hesitancy, 300,000 because of Trump overriding the CDC. He stopped people from getting masks. He overrode them. He didn't allow people to be screened that were coming in from Europe when we knew that they were shutting down and that everyone started flying in. None of those people were tested. We had the qPCR test. We just didn't do it. It's disgusting.
It is wild how many snowflakes are in here
Dude, the
coming
snowflakes are
after
the people
me.
that didn't get a vaccine, bro. That's just some bitch made stuff. Come on, let's be
No, I'm
real.
talking about your chat. It's
Oh,
like,
dude, who's reading chat, dude? I'm talking to you.
God, it's so crazy. Anyway, just so we know, listen, I don't have any hatred in my heart for you or the
Okay,
chat,
that's
any
fine.
American citizens that voted against Trump or anything. I don't care. It doesn't matter, man. Okay? And I
Sure.
don't arm myself at my front door with loaded pew pew, like I was saying, because I live in fear of my life is going to be taken. All right.
But it's
Okay.
about looking out for one
I
another,
don't
dude.
have a spirit of fear, but of peace
You don't
and
have a
of
spirit of
love
looking
and
out for
of
one
a
another in
sound.
community. That's the problem.
Wait
You
a
have no
minute,
sense of
but
community or
I
civic
don't have a
pride.
spirit of fear, but of peace, of love, and of a
No,
sound
you have no
mind.
civic pride.
Okay.
That's the problem, bro. You don't care about anyone other than yourself, and you don't care about your own life, dude. I really do have a problem with your stance on um, the vaccine for rabies. Like you would die rather than get the rabies vaccine. That just blows my mind, dude. That's really really bad, man.
How am I going to attract the rabies virus?
You could get bitten by we could get bitten by an animal, and in the hypothetical that we talked about, it was the animal had 100% chance of having rabies. Like we had done the sequencing to know that they had rabies, and they bit you, and they're rabid, and like literally the nurse is like, we're gonna put a rabies vaccine inside you in order to save your life, and your response was, I don't live in fear, bro. I mean, that is
Wait a minute.
wild.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That was the hypothetical that we
Damn,
talked about.
that does make sense.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
in. No,
No, it
it
doesn't.
makes sense. It makes sense what you just said to me. So you know what? I am fearful of that. So I'm gonna go. Where can I get that vaccination? I'm gonna go
Well,
get
you
that.
don't need it until you get bitten by a freaking by by a rabid dog or an animal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't need that?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You okay
Not a
there?
lot. Not a lot of rabbit dogs, and
Yeah, but it does happen. It exists. Do you think that rabies doesn't exist as a virus?
I don't listen. I watched Old Yeller as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't have him living out in my barn, dude. He's not like he doesn't have rabies. I'm not going to let him out. Okay, it's not happening. I know
Do you
that you're
think that
still
the
living.
rabies virus exists?
Listen, you're still living in Old Yeller
Do
land,
you
bro.
think
Okay.
that rabies exists as a virus?
Do I think in suburbia in California that I have rabid rabies dogs? You're gonna run up and bite me? No, probably not. Gonna be
Do you think that
happening,
germ
bro.
theory is a real thing? Do you think germs are real?
Greg, stop it. Stop
No,
it, Greg.
bro. I'm sorry. I have
Greg,
to ask you
stop
guys.
it.
You people are so crazy. Like out of, I really do need to like establish some like groundwork. Like, do you accept germ theory? Do you like for real? Viruses, bacteria.
Do germ theory?
Yeah. Do you believe in germ theory? Do you accept
Yeah.
germ theory?
Yeah, I believe that you
Okay.
should wash your hands and get the
Okay. Okay.
germs
Sick.
off your
Sick.
hands,
Okay, dude.
bro.
I talk to 100 people a week that don't believe in germ theory or viruses
Are you
being real, bro.
serious? Are you
Yes, I
serious
do.
right now?
Yes, there. I'm serious. There are lots of people that don't believe in viruses now. They think
Do you,
yes.
do
They
you
think
believe that? Do you believe that a fetus is a parasite?
what? No.
I believe it. I talk to thousands of people that are anti-conservatism, and they go, babies are basically parasites. They're
Okay.
taking from the host.
They're
It's a
fetuses. I mean,
parasite.
it's
Okay.
different.
So that's weird too, right?
I mean, so yeah, but I mean,
Comparing
they
a
just don't understand.
comparing a, a
They don't.
ch-
I mean, it's like
comparing.
it's like a very you know a layman's understanding of what a parasite is. I mean, you can basically change a host as a parasite, and that's you couldn't do that as a fetus, so
So
therefore
you
it's
would
not
compare
one.
you would compare a fetus to a parasite in certain
I just
ways.
told you why it wouldn't be evolutionarily. It doesn't make any sense why you would say the same word, but
See how I'm saying there's a lot of people that say a lot of weird shit that you would agree with,
I'm asking
that
you your
potentially I
exact
would agree
opinion,
with.
Liam. I'm talking about you specifically, not okay. So we do agree that vaccines are real. I mean, sorry, viruses are real, and that germ theory is real. I mean, do you accept evolution?
Part certain aspects of
Okay, so you're
evolution.
doing the micro versus macro evolution, so you
Do
don't
I
accept
do I believe
evolution.
that
So what about
do I believe that fishies grew legs and walked up out of the water and turned to monkeys and monkeys turned into human beings? No, I don't.
okay? So you don't accept evolution. Okay, well, flat Earth,
That's what you accept.
flat Earth,
That's how civilization started, dude.
flat Earth. Do you think that flat Earth is real?
I don't actually. I That's something.
Wow. Okay.
Listen,
Interesting.
I'm gonna tell you something right now with flat Earth.
Okay.
My father was a Navy SEAL, and he helped capture Apollo 13,
Beautiful.
recover the capsule that fell out of the sky.
Uh huh.
And if I really dug into that, that would like be slapping my Navy SEAL father in the face.
Gorgeous. And I'm sure that he would be totally down with him being deployed and tanks rolling down LA to do traffic
But listen
violations,
to
bro.
this,
Give
though,
me a
dude. I
break. I
can
mean,
get behind.
what an
No,
appeal to authority on something that is like he would be cock slapping you on another issue, bro. I mean, come on.
listen. I'll tell you what. Right now, though, I'm not convinced that we landed on the moon.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God, dude. Okay, all right. See,
I mean, I listen. I
this is
will
the. I
say
mean, we have to do
this.
the conspiracy roundup every time to like see where
I
where
don't
we're
know
talking
though,
about.
dude. It's like Neil Armstrong being questioned by all these people and stuff, and him dodging all the questions and all the stuff that they're showing how they fucked with camera lenses and stuff.
Hmm.
I just saw a lot of conspiracy
Damn.
shit. And I'm not saying. I just don't understand. Like, what year did we land on the moon, dude?
I don't know.
What year?
I don't know. I don't know.
A fucking long time ago. Let's agree on that, okay? We haven't been we haven't been back since, and we got Musk that can parallel park rockets. Okay,
Okay.
give me a break, dude. Tell me what's going on.
What? So I'm so curious. Like, do you?
1969, they say in the chat.
So just to be
Thank
clear,
you, Laura.
okay, I want to go down a
67,
little.
wait a minute, dude. 67, 69. 69, we landed on the moon. Neil
Okay.
Armstrong, I guess. And
Okay.
it's 2025, and we
Allegedly,
haven't been back.
I don't believe in the Gregorian calendar.
Wait a minute. You don't think there's anything suspicious there?
I don't accept the Gregorian calendar. I don't know. I don't.
Did you not hear what I said? Did you not hear what I said?
Space time is relative, so I've made up my own calendar. Like I'm all onto my own thing.
Are you having a conversation with somebody else?
I'm really curious about this. You don't agree with evolution, but you do agree with natural immunity, right? So because you believe in viruses, so
Wait,
you do
no,
think
you're
that
wrong. We're moon. Do you think we landed on the moon?
Of course, dude. So I'd really for evolution though. I really
Wait a minute. You think we landed on the moon?
yeah, of course we did, dude.
Oh shit! And we haven't been back since. Since 1967.
Do you think that we're going to Mars? Do you think Mars rovers are real?
Oh my God, Greg.
Do you think Mars rovers are real?
Do you think that Santa Claus is real?
I mean, you believe in adult Santa Claus,
Do
so
you
I mean,
think that Santa
so
Claus
what do you
is
want me
real?
to say? I mean, you're the one that. So I don't know what to say, dude.
How about the tooth fairy? Is the tooth fairy real?
Wait, okay. You believe that viruses are real, and you agree with natural immunity being a thing. So what I don't understand is that, like, the population that has been exposed to a virus and that lives when everyone else dies, like that is a form of evolution. You realize that, right?
Yeah, that's why I said I believe in forms of evolution.
Okay.
So
So what's the disconnect then? What's the disconnect?
This is the disconnect. Do you believe that the Bible is a historical document? You don't have to believe that. You don't. Stop for a second. Stop for just a second. You don't have to believe that Christ is God. There's a lot of things that could be fairy tales, and there's sure. I'll grant you all of it. Do you believe that book was written thousands of years ago?
Well, yeah, it was like hundreds of years after Jesus. They like had a whole
so it was
people
right?
coming together, and they figured out which books they wanted to put in the Bible.
When that book was written, were there automobiles?
I mean, I thought that Jesus was riding a dinosaur.
Whatever, dude. I'm not joking with you. Do you think there were automobiles in those times? No, right? Do you think
If Jesus wanted an automobile, he could have.
Do you think that there was infrastructure? Do you think that we had ships? Do you think that we didn't have anything, right?
I believe in ancient aliens, bro. What do you mean?
Can we lock in right here real quick? I have a point.
I'm sorry. I can't. You're talking insanity.
I already told you, dude. You don't have to believe in any of it. I was asking you a couple general questions here.
Evolution.
I'm not cornering you, bro. Just answer the simple questions.
Yeah. We know cars did not exist in biblical times.
Yeah,
like, what are you talking about?
Great. It's an old fucking book. Do you believe that the Earth? Do you believe the Earth was less polluted in those times?
From humans, yeah.
Yeah, from humans, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. 1,000 times cleaner, right? You think the water? You think the ocean was cleaner?
Oh yeah, more populated. Yeah.
Ocean was clear. Do you think the fucking fish had the parasites and worms in it that we have now because of
tons of it?
Because of we have cities.
They had more parasites and viruses back
we
then.
had cities in the middle. We have
Atlantis.
cities of trash. We have multiple cities now of trash the size of Texas in the middle of our ocean. You know that, right?
Yeah, the gyres. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think that was happening around biblical times? No, right?
Of course not. No.
Okay, cool. So you explain to me how someone would have had the knowledge and the foresight to foresee the future and say that the ocean will get to a point of major pollution. Who would have been able to see that and write that down thousands of years ago, dude?
So you're thinking that the Bible told the story of the oceans being polluted, and then therefore it's real? Is that what you're saying? Getting into?
I'm just trying to understand how someone would have seen that with crystal clear, perfect water that was nowhere polluted at all. And by the way, the globe is 3/4 covered in water.
Okay.
Some ignorant fucking people that didn't have a pen and paper in front of them that are talking about how the world is going to be polluted, and we're going to see massive freeways, and people are going to be able to get from one place to another.
Beavers completely changed their environment. The idea that
You
there could be
cannot-
like humans would have to be omnipotent in order to understand that we're going to change the environment is like ridiculous, man. Of course we are. I mean, of course they did, and it was seen then. I mean, dude, you realize that even like 10,000 years ago, humans helped hunt like tons of macrofauna to extinction in North America. Like have you gone to the zoo, San Diego Zoo? They have all the extinct North American animals
I had
there.
an annual pass. I think I still have an annual
Nice, dude.
pass.
Yeah, they have like all the the North American tiger, the North American lion, the elephants, like they're all this.
Dude, I'll see you there. You'll be at the IPA counter. I'm going to give you a rear naked choke. Okay?
You're really into rear naked chokes, dude. I don't understand. It's so funny.
I'm just kidding with you, dude.
No,
Yeah,
it's
we should
okay.
meet up.
It's
at,
okay.
We should
There's
meet
no.
up at the zoo.
I could give you it fully locked, bro. You could go fully locked rear naked choke, and you wouldn't be able to finish it. So
give you a Kimura, dude. Is what we give you.
Look at you, dude. Look at you.
You
understand what I'm saying there? Like like humans
humans.
humans were actually doing like a really big ecosystem infrastructure way back, tens of thousands of years ago. It wasn't like we've just started, in the last 100 years, like to change our environment. We've been doing that for a really long time.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
No, I don't understand what you're saying.
So we drove a lot of animals to extinction 10,000 years ago, like right after the ice age, like ended, and like giant ground sloths, for example, the sloths the size of bears. They used to burrow inside of caves and stuff. That's actually the Joshua tree. They used to eat the Joshua trees, and they were the ones that actually were the seed dispersal agents for them. And then once the ground sloth went extinct, then the Joshua tree is functionally extinct now. Actually, that's one of the reasons why they're functionally extinct, and we measure that in the ecology.
Dude, we used to have grizzly bear in California.
Yeah, I mean, we used to have salmon runs too. Salmon runs used to be there.
Last one was a San Mateo giant. It was 1,500 pounds.
Okay.
So
do you think it's conservative? So do you think it's conservative to conserve the environment?
I have a question. Now, hang on. We're back on that topic. Do you think it's better that we allow, an animal that's going to potentially be eating people and unaliving people, or we should let it thrive?
Yeah, dude, I don't live in fear. That's why.
What's that?
I don't live in fear, so yeah, we should.
We should let grizzly bears wander around.
I don't live in fear, dude. I surf
in suburban neighborhoods.
I surf, bro. There's freaking great whites out there, man. You think just because
you think
we should hunt all great whites to extinction too? Like, give me a break, man. You're living in fear.
Dude, I used to be a professional surfer. Calm down, okay? So
no, you don't. No, you didn't.
Oh my gosh,
There's
dude.
no way. There's no way. What's the fast food restaurant that you park at for trussels?
There's two of them there.
Which one? What is it?
There's what is it?
Don't do it. Don't do it, chat. Don't do it.
No, I won't even look. I swear I won't look at the chat at all. There's it's because it shares now. It was like a green burrito thing. What is that? Hang on. I don't remember, dude. I know what it is. Ask me another question. Ask me anything else. Anything. No, it's I want to say I know it's not Burger King for sure. It might have been McDonald's back in the day. It did change hands. Mm-hmm. What is it now? I don't care. I don't remember. What's the other one? Ask me anything else. Have you surfed trussels before?
Yeah, of course, dude. I grew up in San Clemente.
You surf lowers?
I mean, no, I'm mostly churches.
Oh, you're a kook.
Well, dude, I'm not. You think I'm gonna paddle out like lowers? Are you out of your mind? Like,
I fucking dominated that break, dude. I dominated that break.
dude, no way, dude, no way.
I was out there when they were warming up for the pro out there with
Mhm.
Andy and Bruce Irons.
Nice,
Okay,
dude, nice.
fuck
Okay,
yeah.
sick, dude.
My brother actually surfed California Street. Had a heat with Tom Curran back in the
Oh,
day.
sick.
I was over at Velzy Land when the Eddie I Cow happened when Bruce Irons won the
Dang,
Eddie. I was over there.
dang.
I was over there at Turtle Bay when actually what's his name? I stayed at Claw Alexander's girlfriend's house and backyards right there in Sunset Beach. Shape my own surfboards. Dude, I could talk
Hell
for
yeah.
hours.
Okay,
Right?
legit,
I
legit.
know.
I respect that. I respect that. Sorry, chat. We got real has to recognize real. We got to make sure that we're. I gotta,
Dude, San Diego, you did blacks a lot down there.
That's
Walking down Gliders Port, dude. The Goat Trail, dude. Come on, bro. I was
Okay,
a, I
I
was a,
respect
I
it. I
was a
respect
five.
it.
I was a 5'11", 6'1" super chip guy, dude.
Oh my god, dude, that thing is
Airs and dude. I was
no volume in that. No volume.
no, dude. I was freaking hardcore into fights on the beach, the whole thing,
Yeah,
dude. All
like okay. So then, do you think it's good to conserve the environment then?
that's why I'm talking to you about Donald Trump is better at global warming than the Democrats are
How so? How so?
due to tariffs. We're gonna slow the flow of carbon footprint on our ocean because the tankers that are bringing over shit furniture from China is going to be cut in half due to tariffs because we're going to start building our own furniture or buying potentially from Canada, maybe Mexico, bordering neighbors.
Bro.
You don't agree with that, dude?
I mean, CO2 it definitely is a huge problem from all the imports and for carbon footprint, it's a huge waste for sure. But the problem is that like all the renewable infrastructure that we have built is going away because of him. All of the solar, wind is
Okay,
going away.
question.
All
Let's not go into all that.
and he's going into mountaintop removal. He's
Greg,
waxing all of he's increasing coal mining. So it's
Greg,
not like he's like
free trade. Free trade. You're for free trade, right? Free trade across the board. Listen to me. Will we ever be able to compete with China manufacturing? Let's say furniture, electronics. Yes or no? Yes
you
or no?
realize we did in
Yes
the
or no?
1970s? Yes, we did. In solar
Right now,
voltaics, we
dude, in the
did.
day
In the
and age that we live in.
1970s, we did. And then
This guy
Reagan
can't
came
answer a
through
question.
and I'm educating you, bro. In
No, you're not,
1970s,
dude.
in
You're
the
not answering.
1970s, we were the leader in solar voltaic technology and manufacturing. We were the world leader. And then Reagan came in and gutted the entire industry and all of it went to China. And then that's where all the technology was manufactured and that's where all the warehouses were made. And then now we are shipping that same technology that we helped innovate and create back into the United States, and we're paying China for it. And that's what 45 years later, dude. Like, I mean, it's disgusting. So yes, it makes a big difference when we shut down the solar plants that we have. When we shut down the wind turbines. When we shut down the Chips Act that Biden passed. Like all that stuff. It's like it has a big impact. Yeah.
Okay, so back on topic, back on point. I don't know where you went right there.
Bro, that's all gonna have a big impact for
We're talking
environmental stuff.
about
That's yes, that's
surfing.
exactly what we're talking about.
We're
We're
talking
talking
about
about
surfing.
manufacturing. We're talking
My
about
God, stay
creating
on point,
technology
Greg.
and for the environment. We're literally on
Holy
topic. What
shit,
are you talking
Greg.
about?
We're talking about the ocean, polluting the ocean,
Yeah.
surfing. Now I'm talking about carbon footprint.
Yeah.
I would love you to do a Google search of how many oil spills due to tankers crossing our ocean. How many shipping containers have been poured off the side of ships that are in
I don't
our
agree
ocean?
with it.
How
Dude,
much pollution, dude? It's insane.
I hate that. I hate
And
it
you
too.
think free trade's going to cause more of that, bro?
I hate it. I don't want it to. I want the United
You
States to
don't
have
have
that
any
stuff here.
choice.
I
Your
want it
party
here.
wants free trade. They want more China goods, dude. More.
Wait, I mean, you realize that like we're not like oil tankers aren't where we get a majority of our oil, right? It's all from like Canada, and the United States produces it. We're the number one exporter in the world for oil right now.
Not my point.
Oh, sorry. Sorry,
I'm
facts. I'm
talking
sorry to bring
about
facts and data into this one.
I'm talking about thousands of ships crossing the ocean, dude. Okay, for cheap goods,
Okay, all right.
for
Let me know.
world trade.
Let me know. Let me know when you're ready.
And I know that it hits home with you. I can tell, dude. You're a surfer. You hear every word I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, dude. I've dedicated my life in order to minimize like humans' impact on the environment. I love it. I'm a biologist, dude. I love like the environment and animals and life.
You
I
gotta
do.
listen. You gotta stop trying to be so harsh on me because I think there's a lot of things that you and I probably would hang out and have a great time.
Why?
Probably go surfing, go talk. You can't. You gotta stop calling me a super spreader, bro.
Because,
You gotta
dude,
stop
I
saying
mean,
that I'm
you got to start being
unaliving
better.
millions
Like,
of
what are you
people.
talking
Okay.
about, dude? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, the idea that I have to be soft on you, and that's the only way that you'd hang out with
What
me. I mean,
happened
you
to the
got, but
clock?
you're
What
all
happened
bitch
to the
made.
clock? Typically, you said there's a new clock, okay? You never put the clock on for me.
Yeah, I know.
And I listen, chat. I apologize. He should have kicked me a long time ago. I don't want to take up all your time, dude. Seriously,
Okay,
get some other people up here. I dog walked you enough.
okay, it's all right. You're running. It's all right. I
I'm
get
not
it.
running.
You're
I
running.
just
It's
want to.
okay. No, it's okay, Liam. Like,
I'm
it's
giving you a lot
okay.
of popularity. I understand. It's fine.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I know.
I
I
loved you
appreciate.
trying to call me out for. I'm not a surfer though. That was great. Love that
It's
point.
Carl's, but it's okay.
It is Carl's. You're right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, dude. All your other references were all spot on. So, and you are legit. So it's all good.
Yeah, we could talk more. I wasn't even flexing. If I flexed on surfing, you'd be like, "Where can I get your autograph sent to me?"
I mean, surfing's sick, dude. I love it. I love it. I mean, I spent a lot more time at Blacks than I should have when I was going to UCSD. So that was my main break for a really long time. I learned
You
how
were
to surf
down
at
there
Pagoda Shores.
Were you down there when the dudes were taking off all their clothes? That's why you went
They
down there.
still are, dude. They still are, man.
You love it, don't you? Is that why you go down there?
That's not, bro. That's not even where the break is. That's not even. I just walk down. I don't. I just walk down the fire trail, and
Dude,
then
I
it's
know
like
that
right there.
surfers like us, we're down there crack of dawn, okay? We're not the guys down there. I was never the guy that was hanging on the beach, okay? I was the dude that was up there,
Yeah,
crack of dawn, out there, you know.
I'm in business, dude. I mean business when I get
Right.
there. I'm like I'm in the water, bro. That's
Fucking pull in and drag and get ready to get covered up, bro. Let's go.
spend some time in the shade.
Hey, don't sit too close to those fucking cliffs down there, dude.
One kid a year dies like
Yeah,
dying.
listen,
It's
chat.
unbelievable.
If you're on the beach, don't sit under a cliff to try to get shade.
Oh yeah, it's really dangerous.
Dude, so many people unalive from that. But anyway,
All right, man. We're gonna talk about evolution later. I'm really curious about your.
yeah, you're gonna give your heart to Christ. You're gonna surrender and repent, and we're gonna move on as brothers in Christ. It's gonna be awesome. I can see it happening.
Something like that, or
I might take one vaccine.
Or
I'll do one vaccine.
I am him.
Listen. I will do one
Come
vaccine.
to me.
I will
Come
do
to me.
one vaccine if you give your life to Christ.
Come to me. Come to me. Come to me, my child. Come to me. You will be okay. I am him. Thank you.
Gross.
Thank you.
I'm out, dude.
Thank you.
I'm out.
Wait. Come closer. Come closer, Liam. Come closer, Liam. I tried, guys. I tried.